Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. We are going to do a quick class with a band today. So make sure you just have one of those loops. It can be a TheraBand that you tie, whatever it is that you have at home. Perfect. We're going to get started right on our mats. Good. So I have my band today. We're going to start with around our legs. So just sending those legs right through it. Good. And it comes right above the thighs, right onto the knees here. And then we're going to take it right into our all fours. Sorry, I just got home, so Hayes is a little bit excited to see me. Hands come right underneath those shoulders. Good. And then from here, we just start a few cat counts. We're rounding that spine, eyes to thighs. Get out of here. And then releasing right back out. Exhale, rounding that spine, scooping. And releasing. Let's take two more here, letting it feel nice on that spine, that articulation as we round. And we release it right back out. Final one here. Exhale, lifting that spine up to the sky. And releasing. And then we go ahead and find a nice flat back, nice and long through crown of the head. Hands are right underneath those shoulders, and you can always come onto your forearms if that feels better for you. We're going to take our left leg straight back behind us first, pushing against that loop already, and we begin to lift and lower. Lift and tap. Good. Lift and tap. Pushing through that loop, feeling glute and hamstring here. We tap and lift, reaching through that leg here, being mindful of that low back, making sure we're not lifting that leg too high, that we're arching through our spine. Good. We tap and lift, pushing against that loop here. Reaching. 3, 2. Next one, we hold it up. We're pulsing up and up, reaching through that leg, feeling glute, feeling hamstring, reaching long. Yeah, you're fine. You can walk through. Good. Little pulses, reaching, reaching. 3, 2, feeling glute and hamstring. And then we start to bend the knee. We pull it in. We push right back against that loop. We bend it in and we reach, pushing against the loop, bending, feeling that glute and hamstring here. Let's go for 4 more, pressing against that loop. Nice and long through the spine. And again, you're always welcome to be on those forearms if that feels better for you. Next time we reach, we're going to bend that knee, flex the foot, heel up to the sky, little pulses up and up, pushing through that heel, pulsing up and up. Good. Pushing through that heel. After here, we're going to tap that knee down. Knee taps down, right back up. Good. Keeping that leg bent, pushing through that loop, pushing against that resistance. Tap and lift. Good. I just bought these more cloth leg loops, and they are so much better than the rubber ones that slide all up and down your legs. We've got 2 more here. Press. Last one, keep it lifted, flexing the heel, little pulses up. Pushing through that heel, pulse, pulse. Good. We have 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to bring that knee down. Final move for this side. We're going to take it for a fire hydrant here. So we're going to open the knee out to the side, right back down. We open and down again, pushing against that loop, feeling that resistance. Good. Nice and strong through the arms, nice and stable through that right leg. We have 2. Whew. Final one, we take that leg right back down, taking a child's pose, reaching through the arms, reaching through those glutes. Good. Just getting a nice stretch here for a moment. And then we come back to all fours. I'm just going to spin myself around here. Good. Back into those all fours. And now we're going to work that left leg, reaching that left leg back behind, toes start on the mat, and just make sure those hips are even here. We're not hiking that hip up. From here, we tap and lift. We lift and tap, reaching through this leg, tap it down, pushing against the loop to lift. We tap and lift. Good. Reaching through this leg, tap and lift. Length through this leg, glute and hamstring. Good. Tapping and lifting, making sure we're not arching that back here. We're nice and long through the spine. We have 4, Feeling that tension, feeling that glute. 2 more here. Next time we hold it up, we're staying lifted. Pulses up, up. Good. Little pulses here, reaching through that leg, pushing that hamstring against the loop. We have 4 pulses up for 2. And then we're going to take that knee. We bend it in. We push right back against that loop. We bend it in and we reach. Good. Bending, reaching through that leg, pushing against that resistance, feeling that glute and hamstring. We have 4. Pushing it out. Good. Nice and controlled here, long through crown of the head. Final one here. And then again, we bend our knee, flex the heel, little pulses up, pushing up. Good. Feeling that glute, that hamstring, pressing through that heel. We pulse it up and up. Good. We have 4, 3, 2. We take that knee, we tap it down, right back up. Tap, pushing through that loop, feeling that glute, firing up here, pushing as we lift. Heel is going up towards the sky like you're trying to pop out one of those ceiling tiles. We have 3, pressing against the loop for 2. 1 more here, and then we take that leg down. We're taking it to that fire hydrant here. And I'm just lifting one of my arms up because it helps me to stabilize. Good. We're lifting and lowering, pushing against that loop here. Good. We press and press. Let's take it for 5. Nice and stable and steady through that other leg. We have 3, 2, final 1. Good. And then we take a child's pose, reach the arms, reach the glutes. Hazel always comes to help out if it's a hard series. Good. Reaching in opposition. Just let it feel nice here for a moment. Good. And then from here, we're going to come to lie on our back. We're going to do a little bit more with this loop around our legs. And then we're going to take the loop for our arms. Good. From here, we're going to rest ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Again, keeping that loop right around the thighs. Mine's a little bit closer to the knees here. And we're just resting down, making sure here that your head is nice and flat because we will be coming into some bridging here. And you want to make sure that there's nothing keeping the head up. Yes, you got to get out of here. Palms are down by your side. And from here, we're just going to go with a flat back. Feet are pressing down. We squeeze and lift. And we tap, squeeze and lift. And tap. We're pushing through those feet. Pushing through those feet. Good. Lift. And tap, reaching through those knees here. Good, microphone's kind of hitting me in the neck. Good, we have 4, pushing through feet for 3. Nice and long through those arms. Palms are pressing down to work those triceps. Final 1, we hold it up, holding it here. We're going to pulse out on the loop. We press out and out. Good, and we might feel a little bit of that movement through the feet, just coming onto those outer sides of our feet here. We're pressing out and out. Good. Releasing through the shoulders, making sure the shoulder blades are still down onto the mat here. We have 6. Pressing out into this loop, feeling those outer glutes here. I know glutes are already a little tired from that previous series. Last one, legs come right back in full range. We're going to tap it down. We lift it up, hold it up. We press out and out. Take it in. We tap down. Lift it up. We press out and out. Good. Take it down. Squeeze and lift. Press, press. Tap, lift, press, press. We have 4. Press, press. Last 3. Tapping, lift, push, push. Last 2 here. Press, press. Good. Tap, lift, press, press. Good. Final time. We're going to lift it up. Keep pressing out into that loop. Working those glutes, feeling back chain of the legs as well as those outer side glutes here. Reaching through fingers, pushing through palms, feeling that fire in the glutes. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We take it in. Lower all the way down. My glutes are on fire. And then we're going to take this loop off of our legs and we're going to take it for our hands here. So we're going to take it either right around the wrists or all of our fingers are out, or we can have the thumb through. Mine is a super wide one, so I'm just going to make sure that I have my wrist through it instead. From here, reaching up to the sky, releasing through the shoulders. Legs are just going to stay where they are. We're going to do a little push out. Good. It's going to feel like a really small range of motion here. We're pressing out. Good. Press. Feel those shoulders. Feel that upper back. Gentle bend in the elbows. And then from here, like we're rowing, keep pressing out onto the loop the whole time. We pull the elbows down. We reach right back up through those fingers, pressing into the loop the whole time we're here. There's always tension in this loop. Pull and reach. Good. Pulling down, reaching the arms right back up. We're pushing into this loop here. We have 4 and reach. Last 3. Good. Final 2. One more here, reaching the arms up. We're going to take this into an ab series. So legs are going to lift right up to tabletop. Low back stays heavy, knees are bent. We're going to take this loop and just reach it a little bit back behind. So it's kind of like biceps by the ears. Reaching through fingers, always tension in that loop here. We take single leg stretch, reach it out. Back in, other side, reach and pull. Good. We reach, pulling that knee back in, keeping tension on that loop the whole time we're here. Upper body, arms are working. Good. Always a little tension in that loop this whole series. We're keeping that low back heavy as we reach. Reach it out. Reach it out. A few more here. Good. Feeling those low abdominals. One more for each. And then next time a knee comes in, you're going to reach over by that knee. And then you're going to take the loop. We're going to reach up and over the other side. We go up and over, up and over. Good. Up and over. And we're going over the knees, over the shins here, up and over. Good. So we're curled head, neck, and shoulder up, reaching through. We switch and switch, twisting at that rib cage. Pushing through that loop here. Good. Feeling those abdominals. We have 4 and twist. Good. Rotating at that rib cage. Last 2. Good. Final 1 here. Come back through center. Double leg stretch. We reach the loop over the shins. Knees come in. Everything extends. Exhale, reach. Extend. Exhale, reach. Extend. Feeling those abs firing up here. Exhale, pull it in and reach. We have 4. Whew. Last 3. 2 more here. Final 1. We're going to take those legs right back to tabletop. Lower the upper body. Same move we started with. Arms are up over the head. We're pushing into the loop the whole time. Single leg stretch, taking it from the top. One leg reaches out. We pull that knee back in. Other side, reach and pull. Good. We pull that knee back in, reaching through those toes. Low back stays heavy. Good. One more on each. And then again, we start to rotate, lift it up, and we twist, going up and over those knees, up and over those knees. Good. Up and over. Up and over. We're twisting at that rib cage. Good. Still pushing into that loop. Feeling those abdominals. 3 and twist. For 2 and twist. One more here. And then we go for double leg. Everything hugs in and it reaches. Exhale, hug. Extend. Exhale, reach. Extend. Good. Reaching that loop over the shins. We have 4. Feeling that fire for 3. Last 2. One more here. Best thing about this series, we run through it 3 times. Lower that upper body down, reaching those arms back behind. You're welcome to swear at me at home, whatever makes you feel good. Reaching through those arms, a little bit of pressure into that loop. Single leg stretch again. And this is our last round, I promise. One leg reaches out. It pulls in. Other side, low back stays heavy. Good. Good. Pressing through that loop. I was even cheating just now. Good. Reaching those arms back behind. So biceps are by the ears. One more for each leg. And then again, we lift it up. We reach up and over, up and over. Good. Twisting at that rib cage. We're reaching and reaching. Good. Twisting at those ribs, going up and over those knees. We have 4. Last 3, making sure we're breathing. We have 2. Final 1 here, and then we finish with double leg. Everything reaches over. We extend. Exhale, pull, and reach. Exhale, pull, and reach. We have 4. Whew. Last 3, feeling that shake. We have 2. Final 1 here. Lower those legs down. Lower the loop. Let it go just for a moment. Hands down by your side. Let's rock those knees side to side. Feeling that fire in the core, nice and warmed up. Good. Rocking those knees. Just let it feel nice for a moment here. Good, and then taking them right back through center here. We're going to do a little bit more core, but it's not going to feel as intense as that series was. Taking our legs right back through the loop. Feet are going to place down. Knees are bent, a little pressure into the loop, so legs are hip distance. Hands come back behind the head. Head is heavy in those hands. We're going to curl head, neck, and shoulders up, eyes to thighs, and then release right back down. Ribs gliding towards those hips. Head stays heavy in those hands. Exhale, curl eyes to thighs. Good. Not sure if anyone can see, but I'm shaking here. We have 3. Last 2. Final 1. Hold it up. We pulse it up. Ribs gliding towards those hips. Eyes to thighs. Pulsing. Crunching that core together. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. And this time we're going to add a march as we curl up. Right leg is going to come first. We lift the right leg. Exhale, we curl. Push against the loop. Everything goes down. Other side. Left leg, we curl. Right back down. Exhale, lift and curl. Right back down. Good. Exhale, lift and curl. We have 4. Scooping those abdominals, pressing that supporting foot down as we curl. 1 more for each. And now we're going to add a rotation as the knee comes. We twist towards it. Center and twist. Good. Feeling that tension in the loop here, helping to fire up those low abdominals. Unless they've just constantly been on fire like mine. Good. We're rotating 3, twisting at that rib cage. Head is heavy in those hands. 1 more to each side. Good. And then from here, we're going to lower ourselves all the way down, giving ourselves a quick little break here. Good. And then from here, let's take this loop off of our legs. We're going to roll all the way up to seated here, and we're going to come into a quick arm series, and then we're going to do one more thing for our legs, and then we'll be out of here. Good. So let's take that loop. We're going to place it around those wrists again, or you can always have thumbs out, whatever feels right for your body. Pushing out into the loop, we're just going to do little presses out and out, feeling those shoulders out and out. Good. We're pressing out and out. We have 5, pressing out, feeling shoulders, thinking shoulders are still releasing away from the ears. And then we're going to add a row. Keep pushing out onto this loop the whole time. We row it in, right back out. We row the elbows in, right back out. Good. Row those elbows and reaching. We're constantly pushing into this loop here. Always tension on this loop. Good. Let's take it for 5. Feel those shoulders, those biceps. Good. We're sitting nice and tall here, growing through crown of the head, so core is working as well. Final one here. We keep the arms reaching out. Here, again, little pulses out. We have 4. Good. Just making sure we're pushing out into that loop. And then again, keeping that tension, we're going to bicep curl it in. Right back out. Whole time we have that tension, really firing up those biceps here as well. These loops are killer. We reach, we bend. Good. Feeling those biceps, keeping elbows lifted. Let's go for 4, Last 3. Good. 2 more here. Keeping elbows lifted, keeping tension in the loop, reaching back out. And now this time we're going to reach our arms up to the sky. Again, just to start, little presses out and out. Good. Little pushes out into this loop. I promise my loop is moving. I'm watching myself in the camera and it looks like it's so tiny, but it's fire. 3, 2, and 1. Keep tension on that loop as we pull the elbows down. Reach it right back up. Pull those elbows down, reaching back up, feeling those arms burning here. Good. We pull it down and we reach. Good. Pull those elbows, reach it back up. Let's go for 4. Pulling for 3. Tension in that loop. We have 2. Final 1, pulling it down. We have 1 more series and then we're done here. Let's take this loop back over the legs. I know it's really exciting. We're going to do a little bit more glutes here. And then we're going to come to lie on our side. Good. So you can either be propped up on the elbow, down, all the way down, whatever feels best for you. Just making sure if we're on that elbow here, we're lifted out of that elbow. So we're not hunching down. That shoulder isn't right by the ear. We're lifted nice and tall, lifting out of that shoulder, feeling those obliques, helping us to work here as well. Knees here a little bit at an angle, feet together. We're going to take it for clamshells. We open and close. Oof. Open and close. Good. Pushing into this loop. Good. Press and lower. Good. Making sure we're not moving at those hips, so we're not rocking back here. We're just pushing into that loop. Presses. Good. Pushing into this loop. We have 3. Last 1. And then we lift our feet up. So knees are inverted down towards the ground. Feet are lifted. Again, we're going to open and close for those clamshells here. Open and close. Keeping those feet together, pushing against the loop, feeling that glute burning. Mine is already shaking. We have 2. Final 1, we're going to lower everything down. And now you're going to reach your top leg nice and long, reaching through the side. Same with our regular side lying legs, like you're reaching out through this hip, stretching those obliques out. We tap and lift, pushing against that loop. Tap and lift, feeling glute, feeling hamstring. Whew. That outer thigh here. Good. Tap and lift. Good. Wishing I had a lighter loop right about now. We have 3, 2, hold it up. We're pulsing up and up, pressing into this loop, staying lifted out of that shoulder, reaching, pulsing. We have 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take that leg in and feel as if you're sitting in a chair here. So knees are bent, feet are together, and we're at that right angle here. So we're sitting in a chair. Whole top leg, foot comes along for the ride. Right back down, similar to that fire hydrant, but now we're lying on our side. We're lifting and lowering this leg up. Good. Almost done here. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling it. 3. I did teach a similar class this morning with a band, so yes. 1 more here. Lower that leg all the way down here, taking a break, whatever we need, patting it out. We're going to lie onto the back. Good. And if we can with the loop, take a figure 4 stretch. If you have to take it off, go ahead and quickly drop it off to the side. Take that figure 4 stretch. Let that glute get a quick stretch. It deserves it. And then we're going to twist right to the other side here. Good. And I'm just going to lie on my opposite side so I can still face you. We have that angle at our knees, feet together, knees together, and that angle here. So knees aren't in line with the hips. They're a little bit at an angle. We open and close, staying lifted out of that shoulder. Push. Good. Pressing into this loop here. Good. Keeping those hips stacked, making sure we're not rocking ourselves back. 3, 2, and 1. Knees stay down, feet lift up. Again, we open and close nice and strong through that form, lifted out of the shoulder. Obliques here are helping. Good. Last 4 here, keeping those feet hovering up. We have 2 and 1. Take it all the way down. We're going to reach that leg nice and long, reaching through this side. We're pushing against the loop. Nice and long, noticing how I reached fully out of this side. We lift and lower, up and down. Pushing into this loop here. Good, lift and lower. Thank gosh I have this color loop today because I did not think about black pants and this black mat. Good, reaching, lifting up. We have 5. Feeling that length here as well. Good, next time we're gonna hold it up. We pulse it up and up. Little pulses here. We're almost done with class. Coming into that home stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee in, and then we come to that right angle. So feet together, knees together, like you're sitting in a chair. This whole top leg, we lift and lower. Foot comes along for the ride. Good, everything below the knee just comes along for the ride here. We open and down. Last thing today, and then we're gonna stretch. 5. We have 4. Push into that loop, keeping those hips stacked. Last 2. Final 1, lower all the way down. We can pat it out, whatever it needs. And then we'll go ahead lying on the back, taking this loop fully off. We can place that loop away. We are finished with that loop here. Resting the head down, we take that figure 4 stretch for the leg we just worked. And just enjoy that stretch here for a minute. And you can always curl head, neck, and shoulders up if that feels good. Maybe we rock side to side. Good. And then we'll place both of those legs right down. We're going to roll ourselves up to seated. And then from here, let's reach it up and over towards those toes here. Reaching towards those toes. Good. I don't know why I'm pointing my toes. You should flex yours if you can. We're getting a stretch in the back of those legs. Good, stretching the back of those legs. And then we're gonna come into a mermaid position here. So one leg bends in front, other leg is bent out to the side here. And then we're gonna reach, hand comes towards the toes that reach out, up and over here, reaching through that side body. Good, give those obliques a nice little stretch, reaching through that arm, length through this side. And then we'll take it back through center. We'll switch our knees to the other side. And then we lift up and over towards this side here, reaching through fingers. Feeling that oblique, that hip stretch. And then we will come back through center. Let's just cross our legs for a quick moment and do a few circles with our head. Looking down, ear to one shoulder. Gaze goes up to the sky. Ear to other shoulder, chin towards the chest. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Whatever size range of motion feels good for you. And if it doesn't feel good today, skip those head circles. Other direction. Letting it feel nice. Good. Noticing how my range of motion is actually quite small today because my neck has been bothering me. Good. And we are all finished with class today. Thank you so much for joining me. And we'll see you soon. Bye.